The true definition of racism is when your race prevents you from certain opportunities. That doesn't really exist in the United States. We've had an African-American president. We've had women run for office. We've had women become the final front runner for the presidency.
Yeah.
We've got women in the Senate. We've got a woman who sits as a vice president right now. Women CEOs. The CEO of Yahoo right now is a female. The CEO of YouTube right now, I'm pretty sure, is a female. Like massively powerful women.
Yeah.
We've got Latinos. We've got Indo-Pacific. We've got all sorts. Like the opportunity in the United States is very real and it's very much there. And we have seen proof of concept that even the most minority individuals can get there. Outside of this country, that just doesn't exist, right? Maybe a little bit in the UK and in parts of Europe, but not really. Europe is just quietly racist, right? Canada is still like, they're very similar to us. They're more advanced, more progressive than us, but they're still dealing with their own issues too. Not to mention you've got all sorts of strange cultural things that are relevant to each of those countries on their own.
Yes.
But for sure, when you get to Asia, Japan is a first world leader. They will not give you a resident visa if you're not Japanese. If you marry a Japanese, they still won't do it. They want you to prove that you're Japanese by blood before they let you live on their island, right? And that's codified law in Japan. And that, I mean, whether you're talking about Africa, whether you're talking about Latin America, my family's Mexican. Mexicans are the most racist people I've met. They're racist against Indians, like Native American Indians. They're racist against people from other countries. They're racist against Mexicans from a different state. It's just like the true limiting of options and opportunities based exclusively on the color of your skin or your race. It's just amazing.
Isn't that incredible? Because if you listen to the news, if you listen to social media, we get painted as the most racist nation in the entire world. But then hearing from your mouth and my own experiences and the little bit I know about the world, I know exactly what you're talking about. How did America get to be so open? Is it because of things like affirmative action? Is it because of maybe some of the things that were a little bit too far, but then pushed us in this direction?
Exactly. It's that pendulum effect, right? And we were talking about something earlier today that is very similar to it, and it'll come to me later. But essentially, the United States, we do everything to the extreme, right? So we're always this giant pendulum, right? We're a pendulum of financial laws. We're a pendulum of business laws. We're all red. We're all blue. We're like,
Yes.
that's how we work. We're this giant pendulum. Well, when a pendulum is moving, that means it's hitting the right place at least once per rotation, right? So we are seeing that evolution. We are seeing the evolution that we're trying to do quicker. It's working. It does happen quicker. It's just a huge mess on the road to where we want to go.
Yeah.
The rest of the world is like still. They're a pendulum at rest, or they're just broken. Who knows what?
Yeah.
But they don't even have the opportunity to evolve with any sort of speed or efficiency. They're trapped in the normal human life cycle of evolution. It might take them 200 years or 300 years. It might take a while before the Chinese think that the Uyghurs are equal to the Han. Might take a while.
Just a little bit of time. Just a little bit of time. It's absolutely crazy, man.
But here in the United States, we have that tolerance for innovation, tolerance for experimentation. We have tolerance for each other. So we're always trying to evolve, and we realize that it's messy, but sometimes you got to make a mess in the kitchen. Art is messy.
Yes. Yeah. What do you think it is about America that is so different than all of these other nations? Is it because we're so new? Is it, I honestly
think that it's because we were founded on a meritocracy. That's how it all started. And again, I'm not here to lie. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
America was founded on a meritocracy that was built by white people for white people. That's what it was. You had to be a white land-owning male in order to have a vote in the United States when we were first founded. All of our founding fathers, white land-owning males. Land-owning males meant slave owners. Who were the slaves? Yes, there were African-American slaves, but yes, there were also indentured servants who were just Caucasians, who were broke and poor.
Yes.
Also trapped in slavery, right? we were built on this foundation where the founding fathers were equals. They could compete with each other to, on a basis of merit, make more money, build more wealth, buy more land, buy more slaves, be more productive. The rest of us were just cogs in their wheel.
Yeah.
But the foundation was there for meritocracy. So then as we evolved over time, as we went through everything from like the civil rights movement to women's suffrage to, you know, the list goes on, gay marriage, we were always based on meritocracy. So as the individual had more opportunity to achieve, then they could break the mold. If you recall, the super wealthy family names that we know today, right? The Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, like all these super famous names used to be nothing. They were built from poverty-stricken homes inside the United States, right? Roosevelt came from inside the United States. Kennedy came from inside the United States. They built an empire based on merit that then transformed the family legacy of their name. So now you and I hear Kennedy and we're like, psh, they've got it made.
Yeah.
Right? They're a family lineage is beyond question.
It's a dynasty.
That's not how it started. It started by some broke ass guy who had an idea and worked his ass off. Right? And that's the Zuckerbergs of the world still. That's the Elon Musks of the world still. That only really exists in the United States. And it's existed here for the longest time. If you have a good idea and you have some tenacity and you put the two together and a little bit of luck is sprinkled on top, you can absolutely transform the legacy that you leave behind. Just think about that, man. That's kind of the personal mission that I'm on, is to transform the legacy.